We're at 866-997-GRIT. And it's short. Let me get one more call before our next break. Keith Pit Doc is calling from New York. Doctor, good evening and welcome. You're on with the great Keith Price.
Hi, John. Hi, Keith. Now, Keith, this is for you. I'm going to make a statement, and I'm going to ask you a question and ask you to answer it. The statement I have is that I want to say certain words about perpetual bachelor Mr. Graham
Please.
that I don't do because it would be the wrong thing to say. But Keith can say them. Knowing that, Keith.
Oh, you want me to go after Lady G? Is that what you're asking me to do? Is that what you're saying?
Let me ask you this question first, though, Keith. How do you respond to the comment that Lindsey Graham this Sunday said that Mitch McConnell put a load on Republicans' back?
I think he was just in a place of transference. Anyway, he's just wishful thinking, honey. I'm sure he was. You know, I find Lindsey Graham just to be comical in his own Paul Lynn, Charles Nelson Riley kind of way, because he's not fooling anybody. But as long as he keeps saying it, like that's the thing with the Republicans. As long as you just keep saying it, they can pretend that it's true, and they'll believe that it's true. And so, Lindsey Graham can bring his mama to the next inauguration. He can, talk to Aunt Betty about whatever her recipes are whenever the time comes. But he's not fooling anybody, and he can continue to tell that story to the rest of the world if he wants. But when, the Laotian pool boy finally breaks through and tells the story, no one's going to be surprised.
They already have. I mean, last year we saw male escorts in South Carolina doing the Lord's work and call out Lady G.
Yes. But, they were quickly silenced because you can't.
They weren't silenced. No one cared. Everyone knew it was true. No one cared.
No one cared.
They're not. Look, they're homophobes, and they'll get rid of Lindsey Graham as soon as somebody more homophobic than him challenges him in a primary. They will right away. They have no more loyalty to Lindsey Graham than Lindsey Graham has to anything. But for the time being, look at Tim Scott. Tim Scott, the one black man who's never been offended by any Confederate imagery in his life in South Carolina, and he gets to be the black senator. Come on.
The thing about him that he doesn't get, which is it's like on such a metaphysical level, it's the same thing for all of us black folks that have a moment where we're seen in a place where we're normally not seen. It's like what he doesn't get is if that mob had made it into that room, they would not have known that Tim Scott was the senator from South Carolina. They would not have known that he was a Republican advocating for their foolishness. All they would have seen was some black man in a suit in a room full of other black people that probably were in suits that were doing security, and they would have taken him down. And so he can continue that thing. It's like these idiots that are like, well, that wasn't really an insurgent. That wasn't really anything that's going on, no insurrection. It's like they had guns, they had zip ties, and they had a gallows. That is not what makes a peaceful protest. So, they need to stop and deal with the reality of what is actually there.
Yep.
And if they start doing that, like, I heard Elie Mystal say it, it's like, if you start using the actual laws that you have on the books for everybody, this whole insurrection thing would have been wrapped up a long time ago.
That's right. That's why this time the NAACP is using the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1877. Pit Doc.
Don't you love it?
Thank you for calling. Everything cool? Everything good?
Take it easy, John.
Thank you so much. Okay, quick break. Keith, can you stay with us till the top of the hour?
I'm here with you.